Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob and welcome back to another episode of the Oakland Athletics franchise here on only the show 24, where today the Oakland Athletics are going to start off on the road in Anaheim against the Los Angeles Angels, who sit 34-42 on the season. Obviously, no Shohei Ohtani anymore here in the City of Angels, as he has left to go to the crosstown rivals and the Dodgers. And we'll see what's left of Anaheim. Hope you guys are ready for this one. If you are, make sure you drop a like and subscribe down below, especially if you want more baseball content. Patrick Sandoval on the mound for the Angels. Esteury starting off for the A's. And this game will begin with a single into center field off of Ruiz. Now, obviously, with that elite speed, what's he going to try to do? He's going to try to steal second. He does it with ease as he gets another stolen base, his 24th on the campaign. Later in the at-bat, Ryan Noda swings through the slider. Nice pitch there by Sandoval. First out of the inning. Zach Geloff up next, hitting in the 3 spot. Takes a changeup into right. It's going to get down for a base hit. And Ruiz will come around and he will score. And the Oakland Athletics strike first here in the top of the first inning. Up next, Brent Rooker. Struggling since starting off the year on fire. It's been an abysmal month of June, and it continues with a 4-6-3 double play. On the mound for the Athletics will be Paul Blackburn, making his 17th start of the season. Hasn't been the year he'd like for it to be, but still some time to make it up as he inherits a 1-run lead here to begin his day. Nolan Chanel will begin the game for the Angels, and he'll ground out to Allen to begin this one. We'll take a look at this Los Angeles Angels lineup. We'll see Taylor Ward up next, followed by Mike Trout in the 3 spot, Brandon Drury at second, Mickey Moniak in right, Logan O'Hoppe behind the plate, Luis Rengifo is your DH, Anthony Rendon at third, and Zach Neto at short. 6 in the American League in OPS are the Halos. Ward up next, 2-1 pitch, rips one into center, but the speed of Ruiz will get there. That'll be an L8. Mike Trout up next, the Millville Meteor will bloop this one into right field on the line, and what's Trout do? He turns that into a double just because that is Mike Trout type things. So a 2-out double, his 16th of the season. Brings up Brandon Drury, who up next will ground it over to Allen. Fields it over to first, gets him, and that's the end of the first. Top 3 now, Nick Allen at the plate. He will draw a 4-pitch walk for the Athletics. In the 9-hole spot will be Jordan Diaz, who's really stepped into his stride ever since kind of being named the third baseman every day. And he gets another base hit here. So a quick 2 on here for the bottom of the lineup. Sends it up to the top where Ruiz will ground it up the middle. No chance of a double play, but at least they do get the runner at second. Now on the corners, 1 away. Ryan Noda up next. Chopper right side the infield. He gets through. That's an RBI single for Ryan Noda. And the Athletics extend their lead now 2-0. Zach Geloff up next is the other RBI. And this is actually going to get by O'Hoppe. A pass ball, runners advance, and now the double play has been taken out of the equation. So O'Hoppe with a little mistake there. Later in the at-bat, Geloff does look at strike 3, so now a base hit is needed to score those runs. It'll come from Brent Rooker, who we talked about. Was hit over 330 to begin the year, now down to 252. 1-2 can't connect on the changeup. The Athletics go down with 2 on, but they do get a second run. Bottom 5 now, Logan O'Hoppe will single into left field to begin the frame. Blackburn 4 strong innings, trying to make it 5. Rengifo up next, ripped over to Geloff, 4-6-3 double play. The Angels, whenever they get base runners today, they just get out in a double play. That'll bring up Anthony Rendon. Obviously, a lot's been made about his tenure here with the Angels. He's 0 for 1 on the day. First pitch to him, and he's going to single up the middle, so he will get on base and keep the 5th inning alive. Bottom of the lineup now, Zach Neto up next. Shortstop, 1-1 pitch. Rips it over to third, but Diaz with the glove. Flash the leather. And that ends the 5th. We'll go top 6 now, where Tyler Anderson will come in relief, as Sandoval will only go through 5. The lefty making his 36th appearance. He begins the frame against Brent Rooker, who've seen 0 for 2 today. Gets a nice sinker this time to hit, but it's hit right at Mickey Moniak. Shea Langolier's up next. 2-1 pitch to him, and he ropes a changeup. Elevated a little bit into left, but it's right at Taylor Ward. So a quick 2 down. Now Seth Brown, 2-2 pitch to him, and he swings through a nasty cutter. 1-2-3 inning for Anderson. We'll go bottom 6 as well, as Blackburn will go 5 scoreless before we turn it over to the lefty Scott Alexander. 1-2 pitch to Nolan Chanuel, and he will ground it over to second, but a beautiful play by Geloff gets him, and the rookie will get put out by our glove. Taylor Ward up next, First pitch swinging. He rips one into left field on a laser and actually clears the wall. 111 off of the bats by Taylor Ward. A solo shot into the bullpens. His 9th home run of the season. And just like that, the Angels cut the lead in half. Now 2-1 in time for Mike Trout. We could tie it up with one swing of the bat. 3-time MVP. Grounder over to first. Noda will get to it, and he'll beat him over to first. 2 away. Brandon Drury up next. 1-2 pitch. He swings through the changeup, but Alexander does give up one. It's now a 2-1 lead. Top 7 here. Tyler Soderstrom will begin the inning. Then he wastes no time getting that run right back. Perfectly timed pitch into right field and out of here. Soderstrom missed 2 months of the year with a torn groin, but he is making up for lost time. This is his 3rd home run in the past week. Had a sensational episode last week. And looking to continue it here. The A's get the run right back 3-1. Next batter, Nick Allen up next. He draws a 4-pitch walk, so he'll take first base. 2nd walk of the day for him. Jordan Diaz 2 for 2. Why not make it 3 for 3? How about a day by our 3rd baseman? There's now another 2 on. The bottom of our lineup again, doing a good job getting on base. Ruiz up next, 1-2. Jan fastball, but he pokes it into right field. We're going to send Allen home. The throw is a little bit offline, and the A's get another one. It's now 4-1, and that'll do it for Tyler Anderson. Andrew Wantz now comes out of the pen. Not much better season from him, as he has 2 on and still nobody out. Ryan Noda up next, 2-0 pitch, high cutter into foul territory, but it looks like Ward's going to have enough space to make the grab. That'll be the first out of the inning. Zach Geloff now up next. First pitch, slurve into right, going to be caught by Moniak. However, Diaz will look to tag, and he will get in there safely. So runners on the corners, 2 away. Brent Rooker swings at a horrible slurve. Let's just get through the month of June for him, man. Trevor Gott will then come in and out of the pen for the Athletics. He had a long night the night before in relief work, but having to get some innings the next day as he strikes out Logan O'Hoppe. I have to think his pitch count is going to be relatively low. Luis Rengifo up next. He draws a walk, so Gott doesn't get through the inning. He did have one out inherited from Scott Alexander. Now here's his 3rd batter, Anthony Rendon, who's crushed righties this year. 317 compared to 095. Gott just needs one more out. 2-1 to Rendon. He grounds over to Diaz. He's going to go the short way to second, but he pulls Geloff off the bag. So the inning should be over. Instead, an E5 keeps this one alive. And that's going to bring up Zach Neto, who's 1 for 2 on the day. And he's reached his 3-batter limit, so he will not go any farther. We're going to bring in Zach Jackson, 5.83 ERA, to try to strand these runners and get out of the inning that should be over. First pitch to Neto. It's through the left side of the infield for a base hit. Runner's going to be sent home. Play at the plate is not in time. The Angels get a run, capitalizing on the error. And now you can see they're starting to feel themselves. This inning's not over. Nolan Shanuel up the middle for a base hit. Another run's going to come around and score. And the Angels get 2 off of the E5. It's now a 4-3 game. Momentum is swinging. Taylor Ward up next, who's homered today. Hits this one to right field, but Rooker will get underneath it. But the Angels get 2 runs, and now it's only a 1-run lead. Mason Miller will then come into the 8th inning, looking to set up the 9th. First batter he faces is Mike Trout, who's 2 for 3 on the day. He's going to be 3 for 4. This is trouble. It's in the gap in right center. Rooker will get to it after it hits the wall, and Trout has a lead-off double, his 2nd 2-bagger of the day. The Angels have a chance to tie the game. Brandon Drury up next. Swings through a slider. Nice pitch there by Mason Miller. How about Mickey Moniak? First pitch. Rips one high. Deep left field. Brown is back, and he has enough space on the warning track. He makes the grab. However, Trout does move to 3rd. Logan O'Hoppe up next. 1-2. Chopper over to Allen. He charges, and the Angels don't score the run despite a leadoff double. The A's dodge a bullet there. Robert Stevenson will get the 9th inning for L.A. The former Tampa Bay Ray begins with Nick Allen, who swings through a slider. Nice pitch there by Stevenson. How about Jordan Diaz? 3 for 3 on the day with 3 singles. He won't go 4 for 4. He also chases an outside slider. O'Hoppe will put him out at first. That brings up Ruiz, 1-2. He also can't lay out the slider. That slider was nasty from Stevenson. and that is also a put out. So we'll go into the bottom of the ninth, where Lucas Urseg will look for his 15th save of the season, the former position player turned pitcher. Trying to get it done against Luis Rengifo in the 7-8-9. The first batter, he does get him out at first, 1 down. How about Anthony Rendon? 1-1 pitch. He puts it into right field. A second hit of the day for Rendon. And now, time runs on base. Zach Neto up next. He launches one deep left field. Again, though, Brown has enough space, so it's getting scary out there in left field, which means the game's going to come down to Nolan Chanuel, the fastest promotion to the majors since 1995, and he's going to ground it over to Allen, and he will put him out, and the Athletics win by a final score of 4-3. A game that should have comfortably been a win. Got a little scary, but we do come out victorious. That E5, man, once they scored those 2 runs, I really had a feeling the Angels would put it together, but nonetheless, our A's close it out, and they get the win 4-3 in Game 1 of the series. Blackburn gets the win after 5 scoreless innings. Urseg with the save. The loss does go to Sandoval. Soderstrom will get player of the game thanks to his solo shot that kind of opened up the scoring in the 7th for us. Game 2, we win 9-1. We had 4 homers in this game, and Wood and Muller win a combined shutout. So nice win here by Oakland. And then in Game 3, we also win 3-1, so we sweep the Angels. That's our first sweep of the season. How about that? Bringing the brooms out in Anaheim. Soderstrom hits home run number 4 on the year. Second half of the episode, we'll go over to Arizona. So we'll go from the Angels to the Snakes. As we're here at Chase Field, home of the NL pennant winners from last year, the Arizona Diamondbacks, who are now 45-36 on the season, firmly in the NL wildcard position, as we'll see if we can continue our momentum into the deserts as we go from the City of Angels to the Hell Hot Desert and the Snakes. Very different teams, to say the least. Eduardo Rodriguez on the mound for the Arizona Diamondbacks today. He's fresh off of a 4-year, $80 million contract he signed the offseason to come over from Detroit. And he begins the day by getting Zach Geloff to ground out to short. And here's a look at the A's lineup. A little bit different. We'll see Seth Brown hitting second today, followed by Brent Rooker. Shea Langoliers in the 4 spot. Esteury Ruiz in the 5. Soderstrom at the 6 DH. Third base, Jordan Diaz. Shortstop, Nick Allen. And first base, Miguel Andujar with no Ryan Noda in the lineup. Seth Brown up next. Looks at strike 3. A fastball questionable at the knees. And then Brent Rooker up next. First pitch swinging. He hits this one through the right field gap. And that is going to be a 2-out single. Shea Langoliers up next. Looks at strike 3. Another fastball that just clips the outside. And that ends the top of the first. On the mound for the A's will be Ross Stripling, making his 17th start. He's been very good this year. .383. Definitely been one of our better starting pitchers, as he begins his day against Ketel Marte, and the playoff MVP from last year will ground out to begin the inning. And here's a look at the Diamondbacks lineup. Very talented up and down the board. We'll see Perdomo up next, followed by Carroll Peterson, that's Jock Peterson, Christian Walker, Lourdes Gurriel Jr., Eugenio Suarez, Jake McCarthy, and the rookie, Ronaldo Hernandez, getting the start at catcher. Perdomo up next, first pitch, he's going to get jammed, but he's going to bloop this one into center field. And then I'll get down for a base hit. And Ruiz throws it in and, well, throws it all the way through the infield. So Perdomo will get a free second base. That's a single E8 on the play. So runner already in scoring position. Corbin Carroll up next, though, will swing at the changeup away. Very glary sun in this game, by the way, in Arizona, as Peterson strikes out, maybe because of that sun. So we'll go top 4 now. Seth Brown begins, as that one will be called ball 4. Close call this time goes our way. And that'll bring up Brent Rooker, who we saw single in his first. We've highlighted him a lot this episode. 2-2 pitch, and he chases a fastball inside, just predicting heater all the way and swinging at any fastball he got. Shea Langoliers up next, now hitting under 192. He's hitting 190 on the year. But this will help as he singles up the middle. And with the center fielder playing so deep, we're going to send it all the way to runner to third. And now we have runners on the corners, 1 out for probably our best clutch hitter in Esteury Ruiz, which is why he's hitting in the 5 spot today, and it's for times like this. Tag opportunity is center, and this throw is not even going to be close. McCarthy with a terrible throw in, and the A's get the first run of the day thanks to smart lineup placement. 1-0 now. Soderstrom perfectly lines one to short, and our hot bat unfortunately doesn't help there. It was Go bottom 4 now. Perdomo leads off for the Diamondbacks. As this one's launched into right field. Rooker gave it a great effort, but that's a ground rule double. Corbin Carroll next up the middle, base hit, and Perdomo is going to round third. And just like that, Diamondbacks answer right back with the Rookie of the Year from a year ago, getting a RBI single. Now, Carroll also has blazing speed. That's something to watch out for. But Jock Peterson is just going to look at strike 3. And then I'll bring up Christian Walker, 0-for-1 on the day. 2-time Gold Glove winner. As you can see, on first is Carroll, and we're thinking about him, but it doesn't even matter as he steals second base. That's his baseball best 25th stolen base. Him and Ruiz are the 2 fastest players, arguably, in the MLB. Walker later the at-bat will pop this one behind first base. That'll be caught by Andujar for the second out. And then Gurriel Jr. will ground it over to Andujar, and we're all tied up at 1 after 4 innings. We go bottom 5. Suarez now at the plate. He strikes out on a slider away. Nice pitch there by Stripling. And then I'll bring up Jake McCarthy. He's 0-for-1 on the day. 2-1 pitch to him. This one's blooped into right, and it's going to get down in front of Rooker. So a 1-out single. We'll bring up the rookie Ronaldo Hernandez. That also wasn't a good throw. 1-0 pitch to him. Pops it up left side of the infield. Allen into the grass. This will be an easy second out as the lineup turns over to the top. Ketel Marte up next. This one past the diving glove of Diaz. It's going to roll all the way to the foul pole. And with the speed on first, it's going to come around and score, as that'll be now a 2-1 lead in favor of the Diamondbacks. They have great speed between both McCarthy and Carroll. As that'll end the 5th, as that's a line out to Geloff. We'll go into the 6th now. Joe Mantiply, the lefty, will come in out of the bullpen, keeping it with the Southpaws today. He has to begin against Brent Rooker, who first pitch will take a single into center field. Nice hit there by our right fielder, just trying to get back on track after what was a terrible June. Next batter, Langlier's full count pitch is a walk. Ball 4 drawn, so 2 on to begin the inning. That brings up Esteury Ruiz, who's kind of had the flip side. Had an abysmal month of May. Look at that, 112 in May, but hitting 238 in June, and he has an RBI today. 1-0 pitch to him. Sinker, this one lifted into left, but just not enough power, and this time Ruiz will fly out with nobody advancing. One away now for Cyrus Soderstrom. 0-1 pitch, perfectly hit ball over to short. That's a 6-4-3 double play. And despite getting 2 on with nobody outs, we get nothing. We're going to go bottom 6 here. Carroll again on first base, and Stripling's thinking about him, tries to pick him off. And actually, Stripling came up with some severe pain in his back after this, and he's in agony, so that is not good to hear for our starting pitcher. So we're going to have to turn it over to our bullpen here out of nowhere to Trevor Gott. He steps to the mound. You can see Carroll still on first, and well, despite the efforts, steals another bag. So now runner on second, 1 away here. As Trevor Gott, this is unfortunate for him, takes one right off of the leg. So another pitcher could be going out with an injury, but Gott will stay in the game. Arizona's just trying to take out our entire staff. So he has runners on the corners, 1 out. I know this is not a good spot for Gott to have to come into the game win, especially cold. But he at least gets the next batter to pop up into right. And Carroll going to tag, actually thought about it. So all Gott needs to do is get 1 more out. Is Eugenio Suarez, the former Mariner, who hits this one down the third base line. That will score a run. Diamondbacks increase their lead. Walker to third. He's actually going to be waved home. And the throw is going to be in time. So we do get the second runner. But Arizona does plate 1 more. 3-1 now over to Paul Sewald, another former Seattle Mariner. He was acquired at the trade deadline a year ago. He steps into the game here in the 7th inning. Jordan Diaz up first, and he's going to single up the middle. It seems to be the Jordan Diaz special today, as we have another leadoff base runner. Nick Allen up next. First pitch swing and pop-up fastball into foul territory, and Walker is going to make the play with ease. Miguel Andujar up next, 2-2. Fastball down the middle, but he just lazily hits this one to right. It's a missed opportunity. Then it's quickly 2 down now for Oakland as we turn it over to the top of the lineup. Geloff hitless today. He's going to stay that way. Chases the slurve. That was not supposed to rhyme. And that's the end of the 7th. We'll go 8 now. Miguel Castro now coming in relief for the Snakes with a 1.36 ERA, trying to hold the 8th inning. First batter he faces is Seth Brown. 2-0 pitch launched into right. And this is going to clear the fence and go out of here. A solo shot for Seth Brown. You can hear the boos loudly in Chase Field. The reason because of that is it was a 2-0 count. And both of the balls should have been called strikes. So the fans here in Arizona obviously not happy, but hey, we'll take the run. It's now 3-2. Cut the lead in half. Next batter, Brent Rooker. Full count pitch to him. Chopper over to first. This one will be fielded by Walker. There's the first out of the inning. Shea Langolier's turn. Full count. Draws another walk. Good eye there. He'll take first base. Esteury Ruiz, 2-2 pitch. Swings and misses at a low change. A nice pitch there by Castro. And despite the strikeout, he's going to be pulled from the game. Diamondbacks are going to turn it over to Kyle Nelson, the lefty. And the reason is because the lefty Tyler Soderstrom stepped into the plate. He's been our best hitter in the past week and a half, and they want the lefty-lefty matchup. It's a full count pitch to Soderstrom, and he looks at ball 4. Beautiful eye there by Soderstrom, so now we have the advantage and a runner in scoring position for Jordan Diaz, who pops up a slider to the first baseman, and we get nothing in the 8th. We'll go into the bottom half of the frame now. Scott Alexander, our lefty, will come in out of the pen. It's a lefty-heavy part of the lineup. Perdomo is a switch hitter, so he'll bat from the right side this time. And he'll pop it up over to Geloff at second, and that'll begin the frame with an out. Corbin Carroll up next, 2 hits on the day. He's going to hit this one over to Allen. It's a ground ball, but Carroll just has amazing speed and just beats it out. That's dangerous, man. Jock Peterson up next will swing through a slider well out of the zone, so have to get one more out here against Christian Walker. We talked about 2 Gold Gloves earlier. See if he can bring a runner in with his bat. First pitch to the first baseman. He levels this one to deep center field. Ruiz isn't going to get to it, and that's going to clear the wall, and that's going to allow Carroll to score with ease from first. Diamondbacks get the run back. Now 4-2 off of the RBI double. Zach Jackson will then come in relief as the lefties have kind of gone through the lineup. Righty-righty matchup here. Start off with Gurriel Jr., who actually hits this one off of the foot of Jackson. Another beanball to our pitcher. He'll stay in the game, though. Try to tough it out. As Suarez up next, we'll line this one right to Ruiz in center. And that'll bring us to the 9th inning, where the Diamondbacks have a 2-run lead. And we'll turn it over to the closer, Kevin Ginkel, as he makes his way to the mound. Starts off against Nick Allen. First pitch, we'll take it. Blooper into single, into left field. So the tie runs at the plate. And Duhar up first. He swings through a fastball. Not a good day for him. Another K. Geloff's turn, 2-2 pitch to him. He swings through a slider down and away, a bad pitch. He's frustrated himself, which means the game comes down to Seth Brown. He did homer in his last at-bat. 0-2 pitch to him, and a fastball below the knees called strike 3. What was that, ump? That ball was clearly below the knees. It looks like the umpire had a curfew to reach, and that'll end this game. The Diamondbacks, by a final score of 4-2, take the first here at Chase Field, a packed house for the home team. 4 runs on 11 hits for them, 2 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for us. We just left way too many runners on base today. Rodriguez gets the win. He also got player of the game. Stripling got the loss, and Ginkel with the save. As we just stranded too many opportunities, and obviously the big story is, how bad is Ross Stripling's injury coming out of this game? He's going to miss the rest of the year. Bulging disc over 6 months. Stripling is done. He hits the 60-day IL. And he's also 34 years old with a bad back injury, signed a 1-year contract. His time in Oakland is probably done, maybe even his major league career. With the open spot, we're going to call up Joey Estes. It's not somebody I really want to call up, but I don't want to rush some of my other guys, my young guys, to the majors like JT Ginn, Gunnar Hoglund, guys who could have had this opportunity, but Boyle was bad, and then Estes has a little bit of major league experience, so that's why I called him up there. Didn't want to give Boyle and Medina a chance as well. We then lose Game 2 and Game 3 to the Diamondbacks, so we sweep the Angels, the so-so good guys in LA, and then we get swept by the Snakes, the bad guys in the desert. Not ideal for us. Next episode, we'll return home to face the Angels in a rematch, and then we'll face the AL East leading Baltimore Orioles. Hopefully we can sweep LA again, as we'll look to do that in the next episode. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more baseball content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.